5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're live.
Welcome.
First story.
That would be mind-blowing.
Trending stories are taking over.
TSTO. Why does he get a bell for that?
Next story.
Everybody get down.
According to the sounds, I'm not doing so hot today.
TSTO.
TSTO thing.
TSTOMG.
TSTO.
That's crazy.
Story time. What is happening, people of the interwebs? It's a Trending Stories taking over show. I'm Todd Frazier, and Jake, you are rubbing
Jake Frazier.
your chest in a little bit of a very uncomfortable way. I don't know if I don't know what's going on
I'm
there.
feeling stronger up here.
Have you been doing push-ups?
No.
Then why do you feel stronger?
I've been doing a lot of physical activity.
But okay, what does that physical activity entail? That would make you
Playing
say,
basketball.
okay,
often.
not muscle building. Go ahead.
I already have the muscles built.
Oh,
Muscles are built.
are they?
I just got to hone.
The
And then we're
treasure's
playing-
there. You just got to dig it
Yeah,
up.
you got to dig it up, baby. Ooh.
Oh man,
It's like the movie Holes.
it's like the movie with Shia LaBeouf. Hey, have you seen some of the stuff Shia LaBeouf's been doing lately?
Yeah, dude.
That guy.
What
have
was
you
that
watched-
live read thing?
Wait, what?
So the live read
Yeah.
of Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yes, yeah, that's what it
he
was.
played Spicoli. I was hilarious. I was
so
laughing. It was good. It was good. All right, hey, we are live. It is Trending Stories. They are happening all over the place. We've got Chris in the house. He's back. He's back. We got Steve in the house. He's here because Steve comes. He's here.
I got the ish time right this week.
That's right. You guessed correctly. You guessed
What does that
correctly.
mean?
I'm
I was
for
here
the-
late.
I was here for the opening of the show.
Oh,
That's right.
Gotcha.
That's right. He came because he
Right.
came
Yeah,
extra
yeah, yeah.
early.
Yeah,
He came extra early. It wasn't like he would had it timed right. He just came extra early. So, you know what though?
Cool.
Chris, you're back, and I'm glad that you're back.
Thank you.
I feel like there's a story behind your beard is extra thick.
It
you
is.
You got like some. You said a scratch on your face. Like
I
what?
did.
How does
What
it
am I
happen
missing?
so fast?
This is okay. The truth about this scratch is from a pillow fight with my 3-year-old. He plays dirty, you know. He knows I'm bigger and stronger, and likes to tickle him. So he's just like, screw it. He chucked a pillow at me, and it had the zipper. It was one of those couch pillows.
Yeah.
And it was all those things. I'm like, ow! Ooh, I must have got.
I
the
was
zipper.
expecting like you were like in the woods and there was
Wrestling
a
a grizzly
bear coming
bear, yeah.
after you and you grabbed the kids and ran away, but no, you were pillow fighting with your
I'm
kid.
actually more afraid of my 3-year-old than I am bears. That's okay. I chased after a bear last time.
I'm fearful of 3-year-olds in general.
Right.
The reason why is because they're old enough to do some. They're old enough. They're old enough to do some damage,
Right.
but they're not aware. They're not conscious
And you can't
at
hold
all.
them
And you can't
responsible
do
for their
anything back
actions.
to him.
No. Well, I mean, you could, but you go to prison. For
I was going
it.
to say yes.
And
Yeah,
then when
that
you're in
wouldn't go
prison-
well. That
and
would
then when
not
you're
go
in
well.
Prison, you get
Other things happen.
abused by
Other
the
things
police when they play Baby Shark on hours on end.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
you
we're
get-
gonna have to talk about that.
That's a story.
That's a story.
It's
I was
a
gonna
thing.
say you get abused by other things in prison. I'm sure.
You know, police are having some serious issues, man, and they just can't figure it out.
They just
Baby
can't
Shark
win. They just
is
can't win.
making it really. Hi, Tiff.
Hey, Tiffany's here. Tiffany, you know what? How you doing? It's good to see you. Our system right here, I can't tell who's on. So if you're watching, comment so that we know that you're here, and then we can tell you hi and give you applause like we did for Tiffany. Because
Yeah, even if you just comment a fart noise,
how do you comment a fart noise?
real simple. It's
Isn't
a
it
T.
PF?
That's the cheating way. The real one is doing a T and then an H and then a bunch of P's.
I was thinking like the cloud behind the running guy.
Ah,
that works, yeah.
Emojis are always the best way to,
That's a-
and then a poop emoji.
It's a language in itself. It's like
Emojis are the best way to convey
Wait.
emotions.
Okay, hold on. Mental thought. If are emojis?
Is there any other kind?
kind of
Stop it.
what?
Thought. You said a mental thought. Is there any other kind of thought?
Interesting. You know what? Let's ponder that for a moment. Is
Let's
there
have a
any?
mental thought.
But there's
about
also mental cases.
There's also thinking out loud.
it. That's an Ed Sheeran song.
That's right.
Why is it fart
Luke
noise?
just texted fart noise.
So
There
what's
you
your
go.
mental
Oh,
thought?
Okay, so the thought is emojis. We use them a lot to communicate now, right? Are we going back to ancient times? Where we use
Hieroglyphics?
hieroglyphics.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
We
yeah,
don't
yeah, yeah.
need. We're regressing. Bring back the English language.
Yeah,
Come on.
bring back the. But wait, who gets to define the words? Because I think that's changing.
I
now.
do.
Ye old English.
Ye old English.
Ye old anchor shop.
The King's English. Right?
That's right, King James.
King
Dude,
James.
bring the King James.
Is there a
English.
current king of English instead of England? Right? If America is English,
I don't think that there is a king of English. I don't think that's how it works.
Shakespeare,
Who would? Well, I guess if it's a king, it's a monarchy. So really,
Webster's.
he'd be born into it.
Webster.
Webster's.
Webster's the king of
Is
English.
there a living
English.
Webster? Living.
Well, I know a couple of Websters. They're not related
but
to
like
the
descendants.
dictionary Webster.
Didn't he have a television show several years
Yeah,
ago?
Webster. Right?
Webster or Mr. Belvedere? Are those the same shows? Those different shows?
They overlap. a
They
lot.
have the butler that talks about stuff. All right. Hey, you know what? Kanye is the king of English, Luke says. I think you're
I
probably
miss
right.
the old Kanye.
The old Kanye? What's the difference between the old Kanye and the new Kanye?
I don't know. There's just a song he did. I don't know much
Kanye
about
Tell?
rap. I don't know about rap.
I don't know about rap.
I know about 6 in the morning. I know about It Was a Good Day, and I know about Ice Ice Baby, and that's my rap.
Can we even
knowledge.
call Ice Ice Baby rap?
No.
I mean, I don't think that qualifies. However, it's an amazing song.
If it kills your brain like a poisonous
Mushroom.
mushroom, I'm pretty sure it counts.
That's true. I think that, you know
Have
what?
you ever heard his metal version?
Yes, I have, and it's disappointing.
Yeah.
It's not something to. It's not a trending
There's a
story.
metal version.
Oh yeah, he went hardcore like rock and roll for a while.
It's like,
He was Post Malone before Post Malone.
He tried. No, he
Tried.
was not. He tried. Like he set the standard very low.
Okay, mental thought. Mental thought.
Wait, Jake. What other kind are there?
Using my words against me. Mental thought though. Post Malone is sponsored by Bud Light now. Which, hey, Bud Light,
Bud Light Seltzer. I've seen those seltzer commercials. That's right.
but both. Remember, because there was that Super Bowl commercial. Why don't you do both?
That's right. Why don't you do both?
It was Porque no los dos,
That's
but with
right.
alcoholic beverages.
Yeah.
Which is not a safe thing to do at all. But
Interesting.
first and foremost, Bud Light.
Kids,
sponsors
don't
the show.
follow Post Malone. No, I don't know if we take Bud Light as a sponsor.
Sponsor me.
Just in life.
In
Sponsor
life.
Jake's life.
No, but what I was going to say is why isn't he sponsored by Postmates? That makes way more sense.
Way more. Or Post-its.
Or Post-its.
Or the
Post
post
cereal.
office.
Rapper
Or
is
post
service.
Post cereal.
Post cereal. Post service.
Post cereal. But what rapper would be sponsored by like stationery?
I think I have a feeling that Travis Scott would go for that.
Lil Lazy Boy.
Travis Scott would go for it.
'Cause
All
it's
right, you know what?
stationary, get it?
We
Doesn't
got
go
to.
anywhere?
It doesn't go anywhere. I get it. No, I didn't bell you. That's not okay.
Yeah, you
All right, you know
did.
what? I belled me. You know what is coming up, and Jake, you're excited about it. And I'm surprised we don't have decorations like we did last week.
Oh, yeah.
Halloween is coming, and there was a story that came out that ranks the generation's favorite candy.
Love it.
So before we get into the story and we tell you exactly what the answers are, the favorite candies, we're gonna have to go favorite Halloween candies in the room. Steve, starting with you. Favorite Halloween candy?
It's not candy corn.
It's not. Come on, Steve. You love candy corn. What is your favorite candy, Steve? Halloween candy.
Halloween candy. Let's go with the Snickers.
Snickers. Okay. Comment below your favorite Halloween candy, and we'll see if you're right. Chris,
Is there a right answer?
Yeah, you can be wrong about the best candy. I mean, because I know the answer.
I would. There's some good ones.
Just pick one, though. Just pick one, buddy.
You're having too many mental thoughts.
All the mental thoughts. You know, gosh,
Is there too many to choose from?
there are so many to choose from.
No, you don't eat candy. Look at your physique. For those of you who couldn't see below his chest, he squeezed his belly.
Yeah.
No, I like candy. I do a lot actually. I have to keep it, on the down.
So what's the
your favorite
candy?
one?
Come on,
sorry,
what are
I
you
thought we
doing?
were
No,
doing
no.
something else. Baby Ruth.
Baby Ruth. Okay, you know
That
what? I
came
like
out of
that.
left field.
That did come out of left field. But I do like some because Babe Ruth. But did he play left field? He was a pitcher.
Babe Ruth?
He played everywhere, didn't he?
No, he was a pitcher. That's where he started. Babe Ruth. All right, tell me I'm wrong, internet. Babe Ruth was a pitcher. Take that.
He
Luke
was, amongst
says
other things.
that's right. Luke says Flava Flav was sponsored by Clocks.
Just Like the Coldplay song, or just clocks as
No,
an idea?
Flava Flav, he wore the big clock. Like that was his thing. Like he should have been sponsored by Timex,
That's actually really funny.
right? Right?
So is
Yeah.
Humpty
He's sponsored
Dump
by Time.
sponsored by ENT technician, doctors and stuff.
I mean, technically, maybe he should have.
Right.
Maybe he should have. All right, favorite candy.
All the
Heather, hello. Welcome to the show. Glad you're here. All right, we're going through favorite candies because there's a story about the generation's favorite Halloween candies as chosen by the voters of America.
Oh my God, we're both right.
I know we're both right.
Pitcher and outfielder.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
You know what?
I tell you.
Crazy.
There's some combined knowledge in here that's kind of scary.
But
And
did
a
you ever
hitter.
play them at the same time?
Oh, yes.
And a hitter.
Yeah.
All right, so Jake,
342 career batting average.
Jake, favorite candy, Halloween candy.
Oh man, it's got to be Kit Kat.
Oh, that's a good one.
I would have. I'm gonna have to go Reese's Pieces.
But see, that's the thing is, okay, Reese's Pieces are great.
They're the best.
Reese's Pieces are really great. I'm more so like, you know how when you're working at like a coffee shop, right?
Right.
And nice. You know how when you're working at a coffee shop and somebody's like, I want it half sweet, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's how I feel about Reese's Pieces. You got to cut it with M&Ms.
That's making it more sweet. That's not
No,
making it.
no. It's making it less peanut buttery.
Then you might as well go with the peanut butter cups.
No, I think peanut butter cups are too much peanut butter. I don't like the ratio.
Oh, I love
I'm not.
peanut butter.
The Reese's Pieces is the perfect ratio.
Peanut butter M&Ms.
No, too much peanut butter.
Peanut
I'm
M&Ms.
telling
Peanut
you, your
M&Ms.
ratio
Peanut M&Ms.
peanut M&Ms are the jam.
Are the jam.
But Reese's Pieces.
Whoa, can I like actually
Heather says
change
Kit
mine?
Kat, yes.
I'm sorry, Heather. Can
You're
I change mine?
Uh-oh.
Peanut M&Ms is the way to go.
Peanut M&Ms, Snickers, Reese's Pieces. Like if any three of those, I'm taking them all.
But like,
Right.
I mean,
I do stuff my face with Snickers. I'm gonna change mine back to Snickers.
You can't. Did you guys see the Super Bowl Snickers commercial? I think we even talked about it in here. The Snickers
Which
hole.
one?
Is it
the Snickers hole?
Oh, yes.
hunger
It's
inside you?
working. No, there was a big hole, and they were trying to maybe the Earth needs a
Oh,
Snickers,
right, yeah.
So they threw a Snickers into it, and then these like influencers fell in.
Dad's in the chat,
Hey,
and I knew this was coming in hot.
All right, so now Payday's interesting, and we're going to get into it in the story because there is a combination of one of these candies that they actually don't like that I think is phenomenal, and it's Payday-ish. So let's get to the story right here. Okay, so here is
Is it Almond Joy?
these. Nope,
Okay.
no, because anything that's coconut related is not candy.
I
actually-
love Almond Joy.
You do?
Actually, I'm going to change my answer.
No, you
again.
can't. You
Almond
can't.
Joy is my
Buzzer.
favorite candy.
No.
fruit.
You know what? I would like them better if they're a dark chocolate like Mounds. Like, why can't I have a Moundy Almond Joy?
One.
Wait a minute. You don't like the
want a
milk
Mound Joy?
chocolate with the coconut
I like dark chocolate. Always.
over any other chocolate?
Any other chocolate.
That's racist.
That's healthier.
I think that's what that is. That's not racist.
more
Unless we're
tasty.
using everything through
In today's culture?
critical race theory.
In today's culture.
Then okay, critical race theory. Then that is true.
Yeah.
But
Jamaican
we don't
people
believe
love
it.
Mounds and Almond Joys. That's just
like
a
it dark.
fact. That is a fact. Most popular candy in Jamaica.
No,
Look it up.
let's go with the generation's favorite Halloween candy because that's what we're here to talk about.
Jerk.
Okay, so the favorite
Chicken.
Halloween candy. Now, I don't know why they have a picture of Peeps here, but there's a picture
That's
of Peeps.
Easter.
That is definitely not Halloween
Because
candy.
they're not doing it this year. They canceled Peeps for this year.
They canceled
The
Peeps?
CDC says it has Corona.
They had to shut down their factory.
The Peeps did?
Did they
Well,
really?
I mean, the only thing Peeps are good for is becoming really hard and
putting them in a microwave.
Oh,
watching
put them in the
explode.
microwave much. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So here it is. The candy. Look at that. Okay. Let's see how many of our candies are in this picture. Play-Doh. That's not candy. That's
like
horrible.
Play-Doh.
That's like having a razor in the candy.
Look at
Play-Doh.
Heather's saying LOL candy racist. No.
There's the Payday up there.
Right. There's okay. So we've got Snickers. We've got Payday, Peanut M&M, Kit Kat. Nobody
Skittles.
said. You know what? I am really proud of this room. Nobody said fruity candies. I hate
Right.
fruity candies.
Oh, but you got to admit.
no, you can't change again.
I'm not going to. Guys, I'm going to change my answer.
But have you ever had chocolate covered gummy bears?
I have. You know what? That's interesting
Dark
because I don't mind that.
chocolate-covered gummy bears.
I don't like
But you don't
anybody
care.
now.
You don't care for the Skittles Rainbow?
No,
Taste
ew,
the rainbow.
yuck. Taste that rainbow yourself.
Okay, I got to change my answer again.
No, stop it. You're not allowed to change your answer again.
Candy's just good in general. But
true.
if I'm gonna get candy, if I'm like actually hankering for some you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I go and I get me some Skittles.
You get some Skittles. You really do?
I really do.
Skittles are pretty good as far as fruit candies go, but
Which don't necessarily count as
Oh
candy.
Yeah, if
no,
there's chocolate on
Luke's
the
got a
table,
great
we're
point.
getting chocolate.
Lifesavers gummies come in clutch.
Lifesavers gummies. You know what?
what about Starburst?
Gummies I could handle, But like Skittles, Starburst,
The pink one? Oh,
yeah, no.
Now, see, I think the best is to mix chocolate with the coffee.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Always.
All right, so we're in here in the article, right? It talks about the favorite candies. So Gen Zers, Millennials, and Xers all said they loved Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, Snickers, and Kit Kat in that order. So Reese's, then Snickers, then Kit Kat.
Mistakes.
And then Boomers listed Snickers,
Sugar daddies.
Yeah.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, and Milky Way as their top 3 candies.
Milky Way. Milky Ways are good, actually.
Milky Way's,
It's a Snickers without peanuts.
It's a Snickers without peanuts, but it's also a little bit smoother and creamier. Like
Right.
the nougat's a little bit smoother and creamier.
It's
You
a
know what?
Milky Way?
Dark chocolate with caramel in it. Goodness.
The only way that I know is the Milky Way.
That's like my favorite C's candy. You get the box of candies, you're like looking at them, like, ooh, which one I want? The one with the caramel. It's just straight caramel with dark chocolate. Oh my god.
You always gotta
I-
get them with the almonds. I'm the
I
nuts
love
and
almonds.
cheese
cherry guy.
You're the cherry.
I
So
want
we
the
could
cherry.
share a box of C's candies.
What are
very
you?
easily.
C's
I would
candy.
eat all of them though. It doesn't. I mean, I don't really discriminate.
partial?
Those are my favorite.
Yeah.
That is exactly what a candy racist would say.
You know what though? There is that one. There's that one. It's got that sharp flavor to it. I don't know what it is. It's
Brie
weird
cheese?
Yeah.
No, there's one in the. Let me know if you know. There's this one C's
Comment
candy
below.
that's
When
got
did this-
it's got a nut in it, but it's kind of a sharp, like almost like a walnut, but not as tasty.
A pecan?
Maybe, but it's not sweet.
When
It's
did
like
this-
No,
show-
walnuts aren't sweet. So
When
so
did this
Heather's
show
the
turn
walnut
into
one.
diabetes
now
corner?
Heather's changing her answer now. She's changing from Kit Kat to Snickers.
Yay.
What, Jake? You're causing a pandemic.
I
of-
wrote
of
the
people
rules.
changing
I wrote the
their
rules.
Well,
You
one
can't-
other thing, man. Snickers are pretty much always good until they get discolored. Kit Kats, though, there's something about them. Like when they're fresh, like they came straight from the factory. They're fantastic. The wafer's nice.
Have you
and
ever
crispy.
drinking a Kit Kat out of the package?
Drank
like it's
in
a
a Kit-
Capri
how-
Sun. It melts.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. You like have to
and
squeeze it out.
cut the corner.
Yeah.
And you just
Is that a thing?
Kit
I've
Kats
done
are
it. Is
Is
great
that all the
ice
kids
cream.
are doing these days?
I don't think I'm sticking with the Snickers.
Yeah, I think the Snickers is a solid choice. There's nothing wrong with that.
So
So
fit
here,
all the age categories too.
I know, right? So here in the article, the Gen Zers, the youngest group recognized by the survey, ranked Twix and Hershey bars as their 4th and 5th favorites, but millennials generally defines
this whole article is a run on.
this whole article is a run-on sentence. If you
Twix
try and
is
read
pretty
this,
good, though.
the worst Halloween candy,
Okay.
candy
on me.
corn, was
Oh,
named the worst. Now I'm going to tell you a story about candy
But
corn.
it's the most ideal for Halloween.
It's like the representation of fall and Halloween. But if you put candy corn with some salted peanuts, it's a payday for like we have a
Payday
bowl at our
for
house.
days.
We have a bowl at our house. We put candy corn and then we put peanuts in it, and you grab a handful, you shove it in your mouth, and it's magic.
I agree. I've
Magic.
had that bowl.
You've
My
had
hand
that
has
bowl.
been in that bowl.
Yeah.
Boy, if
Well,
you put that in
yeah.
a microwave and mix it up
And
and
then
made
they
it
make
into
separate
bars.
bowls.
No, but then you miss the point. You have because you get the ratio.
Hey, can
Say,
I come
want
over to your
one
house
candy
for a
corn and I
bowl
want
later?
3. Yeah, we're gonna go have a bowl of candy corns and peanuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, candy is coming, but you know what's not coming to the theater near you?
Movies at all.
Movies at all, because cinema. So Regal Cinemas has closed their doors again.
And this is Cinemax, right? They
This
own
is-
all of them.
So yeah, so worldwide Cineworld, who owns Regal here in the U.S., announced that they will temporarily close their doors this Thursday, according to CNN. Now, the reason is not COVID. However, it's kind of
The
indirectly-
the industry is dying.
the
right
indirect relation, the indirect result
Cause
of
and
COVID
effect.
is
Movies
that
aren't
there's
coming
no
out.
movies.
Right.
There's no. So I noticed at Cinema City, like they're showing all old movies. They're showing old Star Wars. They're showing. There's a couple of new movies, but
Hocus Pocus.
like the Hocus Pocus. They're doing the Halloween movies. Like,
They brought out Tenet. That was the only new one.
but is it still there?
I think so.
Oh, it would be suicide not to have that movie still in.
Well, I mean, that's really the only movie
only-
that there is
yeah.
right now, right?
But hey, going to see episode 5 on the big screen. would be kind of
I mean,
fun.
pretty cool. But I think the tickets are like $12.
What? Well,
Yeah,
have
they bumped
the
them
cheap
up.
Days.
No, they bumped them up, man.
No,
took
they
out-
got to make
even
their
their
money.
cheap-
Pay the $12 for the experience. That's
Will
what I
not.
say.
Hey,
I don't have
that's a
$12.
guy who doesn't take 5 people with him to the movies.
Right.
I
no
didn't.
kids.
I didn't make 3 other humans. So
That's true. That's true. That's my fault. That's on me.
yeah, that's on you.
me. Yeah. Well, I do it again.
Right.
Does your wife know?
So yeah, I think so. I mean, I wouldn't.
Not anymore.
We're
Is there
done with
something
3.
you have to announce right
no,
now?
there's nothing to announce. No
Congratulations.
announcement. Yeah, no, there's no COVID pregnancy happening at my house.
Okay.
Not
No
happening.
coronials in your house.
No coronials. No. So the theaters are closing, but this is interesting because as things start to open up, people aren't going to do it. Like restaurants are opening up, they're still like more than half empty, and their capacity's pulled down. We're opening church this weekend.
Yep.
There's a lot of churches that have been open, but there's people that are still not ready to go back to do things, and I think this is a perfect example of that.
Is it really not ready to go back? I think it's a mixed bag. I think there's some people who are still afraid. There's other people who are just like, I don't want to do all the restrictions. I don't want to go to a movie theater and have to sit in a little seat with a mask on or whatever. Like,
Yeah, I mean, that's my response to the movie thing is I don't want to go sit in a seat, wear a mask, and have to take it off to eat popcorn and then put it back on. And I'm just like, why?
Well,
how much
Have you gone to the movies yet?
I have not gone to the movies yet. Keegan has, and
Yeah.
Keegan, Luke brought this up. I do have to mention this. Keegan probably went to the movies and ate a Kit Kat because Keegan gets king size Kit Kats and he eats them like
In the movie?
No, he eats them like a psychopath. He does the thing where he doesn't break them.
He just
Bites into them.
Well, there's something
dare he?
wrong.
And
Yeah.
that is how the guys.
That's not how you're supposed to eat them.
If you bite into a Kit Kat, I'm sorry I just did this. I'm sorry I just brought us back to this other story.
Break me off a piece of that crazy
He doesn't
Jake.
break any of it. He bites into it, and those people are the same as the people that mix M&Ms with Skittles at a birthday party or something, and they all deserve to rot in prison.
I saw that. Why would they do that? They were doing that just to
A big old joke.
It's a big old joke. Oh, you got Skittles and you thought it was Snickers. And
It's to make you think that you have like that you're dying.
Yeah, it's the worst. It's the worst.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But
What do you think about people that are going to, the technology's taking over where people aren't going to go to the theaters when it opens again?
well, I think that's
part of the
valid
problem.
too, because like at my house, we have the big movie screen and we have the projector. It's still not the same as going to the
It's
theater.
not the same, but you've got the new services coming out like Disney Plus that's doing all the releases on
But
there.
the
and
people
stuff.
that want to go to the theater, I think you're going to probably say this. The people that want to go to the theater want to go to the theater.
Yeah.
Like, they want the theater
now
experience.
here's the thing that I have
But is that going to be
noticed.
enough to carry the theaters through?
Well,
Absolutely
evidently not.
Absolutely not, because the movie theaters are already struggling
Right.
every day as is, just because of the fact that we do have all these streaming services.
Well,
and the prices
Hollywood's-
keep going up because attendance is going down. So the price goes up, attendance goes down because people aren't paying that price anymore.
That's economics, kids.
Who thought that this was school?
This is homeschool. This is what my kids are watching tonight as this is their school
is
for the
their
week.
assignment?
Yeah, this is their school for the week.
Yeah, I had to watch The Road to Perdition with Tom Hanks, and they have to watch TSTO.
That's right. It's the same thing. Same
Repetition,
idea.
yeah.
But honestly,
This
when
is
it
better.
comes to this movie theater thing,
Yeah.
it's interesting to me because I expected as soon as stuff was going to open back up again, people were just going to go nuts with it. Like
But Chris's point about the restrictions is right on.
Well, sure, yeah, that does bring down any revenue you're going to get, any chance of people being like comfortable with a situation, saying like, look, there are these guidelines. This is going to be different. It's not going to feel the same. But I would gladly pay $12 to go to a movie theater and watch a movie on the big screen. And I know there's a massive group of people that would, but there's also the other half of those people that are into the convenience of what's happening with streaming
yeah.
services,
100%.
having your big TVs or your big screen
Movie
outside.
theater screen outside, yeah.
And I think that is in of itself what's going to kill the movie industry is convenience.
Do you think that the movie theater with the direct to consumer model where it's in Disney Plus, they have their extra premium so you can watch the new movies, you got potentially Netflix or Amazon doing the same kind of thing, like maybe somebody like Cineworld goes to that, but I don't think that they can compete.
Well,
why would they?
What would they do?
Right.
What would they bring?
They
to
would
that?
just bring another platform.
But-
It's the same place.
But okay,
Another pay-per-view.
not only
But the studios are going to go direct anyway, so they're going to bypass that whole chain and keep more of the revenue.
Yeah, they'll make their own platform. Absolutely.
But
like
the-
Disney has.
the studios are still going to heavily rely on opening weekends. So that whole idea of like sending out a
that
film,
revenue model.
what we're going to see is the run of films in movie theaters is going to be half, if not a quarter, of the time.
But then they
that
can't
we
keep the
normally
movie
have.
theaters open
But it also
That's
because
depends,
it's not
I
enough
mean,
revenue.
As of right now, yes.
Yeah.
but
As
it also
of right
depends
now.
on the awards committees whether they allow movies to be qualified for awards if they aren't in the theaters. Because right now they have to be in the
Well,
theaters.
yeah, but who cares about the rewards?
I'm just
I
saying.
mean, who cares? Really,
But I'm saying
Oscars.
that's one of the things
Come on.
that's going to change it. But
Yeah.
but I think the thing right now is it's not that people aren't willing to go back. It's like you said, it's the comfort level.
Yeah,
Do you want to go there with a mask for 2 hours watching this movie and stuff?
right.
Or would you rather just
or,
stay home?
Or like,
Just eat popcorn the whole time.
or like guys like me and Chris, like we have to take our kids and they have to wear masks. Like that's not happening.
Nope.
I mean, are you going to take your kids to the movies and be like, hey, kids, we're going to go watch The Smurfs 17, but you got to wear your mask?
So drive-ins are coming back.
Drive-ins? Oh, they're already back.
Drive-ins are coming
that's
back
been happening.
big.
Didn't they announce that that drive-ins are now acceptable for the rewards?
Temporary drive-ins.
Okay.
Because drive-ins always work because they're theaters, but now temporaries, which weren't before, now are considered eligible for awards.
And temporaries are popping up all over the place. Anybody that has a big plot of land is going, oh, well, you know what we could do?
Well, I
drive-in.
I thought I saw a temporary sort of drive-in type thing on 4th of July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
National Treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In his backyard.
That was in my house. We had the drive-in there
Nice.
in the backyard. Don't drive in my backyard. Not a good idea.
I'm not supposed to do that?
So Dad makes a good point. A lot more people have big screen TVs after all the looting.
All right.
That's right. There's a lot more people that didn't have movie theaters at their house before, and now they have them.
But were they going to the theaters before?
No, that's a good point. But their friends might have, and they're charging a cover charge at the door to
the
get into
people that
their...
have big screen TVs now because of looting.
Oh, Steve,
Watch out.
Steve's knocking stuff over.
Pendergast is
You're
here.
beating me up?
Are you bleeding?
Wait, is Pendergast here? Is Pendergast here?
That was crazy.
Are you okay?
How's your how's your general liability insurance?
I don't know. Dad, how's the insurance here? I don't know. Anyways, so movie theaters are closing. I think it's just the start of all these other services closing. I think. Pendergast, Jake?
Your butt is mine, Steve.
Well, wait. Life is too short because you might get hit in the head.
That's right. Life is too short because you might get hit. Oh goodness. Dean grabbed you for a second just to tell Steve that he hit him over the head with the sign.
Yeah, man.
I'll tell you what.
Thanks, Dean.
He says, "Did I scare you? Did he scare you, Steve?"
Only just enough.
So, but what's
Dean scares me all the time, and it's not.
That's just in general. So, movie theaters are going down. I think that's also one of the luxuries, right? I think that's one of the luxury things that are going to start to just have to shut down.
But that's interesting though, because in the Depression, movie theaters are the things that kept people going through the Depression because people
it was the
gave them an escape, and it was 5 cents to go for escape. So I don't know that it's that luxury per se. They may have priced themselves out.
Well, but
it's also the convenience and
the fact that like it's not like the Depression. Everybody has some sort of movie theater in their
Feels
pocket.
a lot like
in
a
their
Great
pocket.
Depression.
Are you greatly depressed? Is that why?
I think everybody's a little greatly depressed.
It's pretty crappy.
But you know what? To just put a pin in this whole like movie conversation, the thing that I'm really concerned about with this is the movie theaters. If they go, you know what I mean? Like that's going to be heartbreaking, but at the same time, we're still going to have movies.
Oh yeah, that's not going to.
What I'm worried about now is how are movie executives reacting to this whole thing? How are movie executives looking at it going,
what are they going to do?
Not for the sake of how much money can we make off streaming, but am I going to invest in this movie because of the fact are we going to be sure that we can get so many people into a room again and film something?
Yep.
Right.
No, that's a bigger question is on the production end.
Right.
Because Tenet was made before all this happened.
And I was actually just talking to Luke on the phone about this before I walked in. Ghostbusters Afterlife got pushed back to next year.
I wanted to see that too.
It's already all said and done.
Yeah.
You could release that movie now.
Well, same with Top Gun, Maverick.
Right. There's a lot of
Black
movies
Widow.
that we're sitting on right
everything
now.
that was supposed to come out this last summer.
And Hollywood is starting to film again, so they are doing
But
that.
at that scale, though.
That's what I'm talking about. You are now starting to see these commercials come out where people are filming other people not wearing masks in within the COVID quarantine timeline. So we know that production is happening, but we're also seeing massive like influx of low budget production.
Right.
That is going to be the way of the future.
100%.
And that's going to be scary to see not only what theaters are we going to lose, but what studios are we going to lose.
Yeah.
Well, and I think part of it is just the whole problem that the music industry went through 10, 15 years ago, the movie industry is going through now. How do we deal with the new technologies? How do we deal with the new distribution models?
Yeah,
I wasn't afraid of it until this whole thing happened.
Well, I mean, because that's a big movie brand.
Yeah.
For Regal to be one of the ones that are like, hey, we can't hold it open.
At this point, Regal is the movie brand, aside from AMC.
AMC, well, I mean, it's Regal and AMC, and AMC's CEO, he's a gem. He's a gem
of garbage.
He's a gem.
Wow.
But
a diamond in the rough.
Holly's with you on this, Chris. Hey. Holly says that masks kill it for her. So you're not going to a movie anytime soon as a date.
Sorry. Man, I'd suck it up and go to a movie with a mask on.
I want to go see, really.
I know, right?
see
There's no
Tenet.
even reason.
Go see Trolls World Tour.
Trolls World Tour.
I think I'd rather go see episode 5.
Dean says I haven't been in the movie since 2018.
I've got episode
We'd
7
rather
on
watch movies
VBS
here
if
at
you
home.
like.
Dean, you got a bell for that. You haven't been to the movie theater since 2018? That's a lot. Okay. We get it. You don't like
Yeah,
that
I
you didn't
think
go to
the
the
last
movie.
The problem is they wouldn't let him in.
Yeah, maybe he tried.
I think that was my Dean Holywater. I think I'm never getting possessed by Dean Poltergeist ever again.
Uh-oh,
you go.
Dean, that's the challenge.
Uh-oh.
So
You have been cleaned.
I have exorcised the demons.
I think the last movie I saw was Endgame in theaters.
Yeah.
And it had, now it's like a double entendre.
That's
Wow,
right.
what?
Oh, it's the end of the movie game.
That's right.
Chris, that's phenomenal.
That's actually really good.
you know, maybe
put
you
the-
should
wow.
leave now with that one.
is that
like
the end?
that should be? You should just be like, you know what?
Is that the end of the story?
That's the end of that. That's the end of the story. Dean says, "Let me try."
Nope.
He's trying.
Sorry.
he's trying. All right,
Maybe
we'll
next
see.
week,
Maybe next
Dean.
week.
I'm mad. I'm actually upset.
So Dad said they should have stolen a popcorn machine to go along with the big screen TV. I mean, that would have been a
Yeah.
good. They could have just gone like hog wild and said, "Hey, I'm not just going to loot. I'm going to shop.
yeah.
I'm going to pick out stuff with purpose because I don't want to just like steal this stuff for no reason. I want to steal it and know that I'm going to use it later.
That's right.
I was going to say, but does popcorn machines sell as well on the eBay?
Black market? Yeah, no, they don't.
Actually,
Oh no! So but
Going
hey,
to
you know what?
eBay.
You know what we can't do is we can't go to movie theaters because they're closing. But you know what you can do?
Oh.
You can change the direction people are looking in a photo thanks to Adobe Photoshop.
are you kidding me?
You've seen all the stuff you can do with Adobe Photoshop, and you haven't. Then I mean, it is that when you say, "Hey, we're gonna Photoshop someone in," it's
Yeah.
like saying Kleenex.
What have you
When
been doing
they've-
living under a rock?
Right. So you know what that is. But now Adobe has come out with a new AI in their software that you can actually, the problem, like Chris and I with kids, right?
Right.
You know the deal. You try and have the picture. You say, look at the camera. 4 of them are looking one place, and then I'm looking the wrong place. And so like, it's just,
And for all you lonely women who don't have kids, for your when your dog doesn't look at the
No, I
camera.
was going to say the dog,
Sure.
right?
Or cat.
or cat. But so Adobe has this new thing now where watch the baby's face there. So they're turning, they're sliding the deals.
But
And they're full on turning the baby's face.
how?
It's an AI engine that is so the larger the group, the harder it is to ensure that every one of the photos looking at the right direction. Should they all be looking at the photographer? So you can go through and you can change. You can go through this. You can move. Look at this. They're moving the whole side of the pool. So that they can send, so you can reframe, so you can be the worst photographer in the world. Just go snap, 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 and then make it better.
Oh, that bait! I've been watching so
that
many
creeping
horror
you out?
movies this month. I'm doing a 31 for 31, and I just watched people
Here it
under
is.
the
Look
stairs.
at this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude,
Hello, Jake.
Can you
that
make,
is going to haunt me.
Jake.
can you make it do 360?
Watch my head turn around.
So you can move people, you can move stuff. There's all this. It's a face tilt where you can choose the angle, left, right. Now it's got to do some sort of AI to fill in the side of the head that you don't get. But now you take this, you take deep fake, like all the stuff we've talked about before. We basically don't exist.
Yeah, well,
I mean, we already know that. That's
Can
not-
we
Well,
add
it's
this
the
to
Matrix.
these cameras here so that we can be looking anywhere and still?
You know that we probably should. Well, you know what we could use? We could use a 360 camera right in the middle of the room.
What did you
and
click?
I clicked the thing. It doesn't matter.
Order!
I got excited. But yeah, so Holly says
Todd
it's creepy. Yes, absolutely. Heather says holy water. Yep, there it is. Boom, done. But you can now be the best. The thing I dislike about some of these editing things, I was watching a video about video editing. That's funny. I'm watching a video about video editing.
Yeah.
And they were talking about transition stuff. And you'll appreciate this. We'll all appreciate this. We all edit videos. It's great. So, but they're talking about, it was actually Casey Neistat. He's talking about using like the transition pack things where it like makes like crappy cell phone video look like a movie. Like that's like what they're doing for photographers here.
You don't have to have
You
talent.
don't have to be good anymore. You don't have to frame it up. You can. I mean, look at this. This part I think is probably turning the baby head's crazy, but you can move. You can reframe the entire thing. The splash is held. You're not moving any of the background, and you're just moving the kids over. Like that is something that is going to allow people to you know.
Yeah, that's
get in the game.
crazy. Dean, actually, I'm mad at you, but you have a good point.
So we can put it on the screen?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, we'll put it on the screen from Dean's text.
So imagine using this in criminal investigations.
100%.
Where were they looking?
Yep.
Not, I mean, like even like past the looking thing, just Photoshop in general, right?
Yeah.
I mean, given metadata, and we have a lot of abilities to be able to tell if something's
But
Photoshopped
that can be
or
hacked,
not.
too.
Sure,
that can
that's
be
what I'm
hacked.
saying. It's like we're getting closer and closer to the point where Joe Schmo on his cell phone can change metadata.
Yeah, but it's just like the new Adobe for sound, where you can make people say
That's
things they
right,
never said.
yeah.
There's just, how are you going to tell in the future what's real and what's not?
So have you guys seen Social Dilemma yet on Netflix?
No, I refuse to watch
If
it.
you see, oh no, you got to see it. So if you haven't
It's stuff we
watched
already
Social
know.
Dilemma, no, it's way more than we already know.
I doubt that.
Oh, come on.
I'll watch it and I'll
Watch
let you
it.
know.
You watch it. Let me know. I was blown away.
This is a documentary,
at some of the stuff. It's a documentary about social media and the stuff in the AI and the stuff in the algorithm. I didn't touch my phone for 24 hours afterwards.
Wow.
Like I was like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about the stuff where you can change the voice, you can move somebody's head in a picture, you could always replace somebody or put somebody in that wasn't there. Then the stuff with deep fake and the videos, like we are basically in the Matrix for real.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Like it's over. Plug us in.
That's why I am seriously considering getting the new Motorola Razr.
Wait,
Do the
what?
Go flip phone?
Yeah.
They have a new one?
Yeah. Have you not seen it?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, the girl from what is her name?
Is this like, so it's not a smartphone?
No, it is a smartphone.
It's a smartphone, but it's a folding.
dumb. It is a dumber smartphone. It's very minimal.
It's a
which is
junior college
awesome.
smartphone?
Yeah, yeah. It's a semi-pro smartphone. What is her name? Julia Garner is in the new Motorola Razr ads.
okay.
The girl that plays Ruth in Ozark.
Ozark. Okay. All right. Well, you know,
And for all those who saw Maniac, the younger sister of Emma Stone's character is
yeah.
also.
Maniac, is that the one with Jonah Hill?
Mm-hmm.
That looked good.
Dude, it's pattern's the pattern.
Okay.
so Dean says kind of like how I take over Jake. It's the same kind of deal.
Not anymore,
Not
man. You
anymore.
don't own
You-
me.
That's a long gone thing.
I found
It's over.
Jesus.
So, but at least with all this stuff happening, we don't have to wait long, because the world's over.
Remember the dinosaurs?
Remember the dinosaurs?
Neither do I.
Neither do I. Because NASA now has said that there is an asteroid heading towards Earth that could hit the day before Election Day. So you guys, we don't even have to worry.
I think it's,
I'm an Astros
Cheering
fan
on the
now.
asteroid. Take it off Kansas City's down.
I think it'd be better if it actually hit on Election Day. That seems to be where we're going.
But at least we don't have to have the stress of Election Day because we're not going to be here. The Earth's going to implode because of all of the
Snickers
asteroids
hole's about
coming
to
at
be
us.
real.
The Snickers hole is about to be real.
That's right.
On the real, man.
So this asteroid is heading towards Earth. Now, asteroids have hit. Now, there's a place in Kansas that we have frequented where an asteroid. What was an asteroid?
It was a
It's
meteor.
a meteor. What's the difference between a meteor and an asteroid? Did anybody know?
by size.
Yeah, well,
Size?
we gotta find out.
Google it.
That's right.
because this asteroid is coming to Earth, and I've heard stories about asteroids and meteors coming towards Earth, hurling towards Earth.
Right.
Like that's the Armageddon movie. Bruce Willis should be up there trying to fix it with.
Well, that's probably why Trump wants Space Force. So they can send
They can
out-
get rid of that. Yeah,
And
absolutely.
they're just going to listen to Aerosmith the whole way. It's going to be awesome.
I can
I'm gonna
stay
sign up.
awake just to hear. All right, so here's the. Wow, that was bad.
Oh, wow.
I
okay.
apologize to everyone.
A meteor is an asteroid. They're the same thing. Or an other object that burns and vaporizes upon entry into the Earth's atmosphere. Meteors are commonly known as shooting stars. But then if it hits the Earth, if it actually makes it to the surface of the Earth, then it's a meteorite.
Why?
Because it hit the Earth.
The ite is ite like
Stalagmites.
stalagmites,
Stalactites.
stalactites.
Right.
Which is up, which is down. I can't. I'm not.
Stalactite,
Mite.
tight, hold tight.
Because it's up.
Stalagmite.
Well, I'm just glad I'm not a geologist.
Because you'd have to be strong to kick it.
Mighty. or it might fall over.
Well, see, you would have known that if you'd been able to go to New Mexico on your vacation.
That's right.
'Cause you were
New
gonna go to
Mexico. I was going
Caverns.
to Carlsbad Caverns, but no, you have to be all COVID-y and shut everything down. Screw you, New Mexico. But the asteroid's coming.
Breaking Bad was a great show.
No, Breaking Bad was great, but since then they masked up. So right here, NASA tweeted, and which is where all good news comes from these days. That's where we get our best information is from Twitter.
NASA.
Right.
No, NASA,
from
from
Twitter?
Twitter. Right, not NASA. NASA's got bad info.
Dude, my Twitter is awesome right now. I've been pumping out great tweets.
Asteroid 218 VP1 is very small, approximately 6.5 feet, and poses no threat to Earth.
So who cares?
It currently has 0.41% chance of entering our planet's atmosphere, but if it did, it would disintegrate due to extremely small size. What a letdown.
Right.
So that's a meteor then, right? It's not a meteorite.
That's right.
It's a meteor and an
As we learned
asteroid
that.
are the same thing.
Right,
Yeah.
so it's a meteor
So it's a
asteroid.
meteor.
It's a meteor asteroid or an asteroid.
That sounds like a horrible butthole syndrome.
meteor asteroid. I feel bad belling that. I don't think
It's
that was
good,
a good
though.
idea.
It was
I
a
know.
good bit.
I know. It was a
Right.
good bit.
So
It
this
was
is
a good
another
bit.
non-story that we came up with, right?
So yeah, we're non-storing all over the
This-
place. So this is a story that's like asteroid heading to Earth. Like, look at the title on
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
This
no.
is
Yeah, it's
stupid.
bad.
NASA asteroid heading towards Earth could hit before Election Day. But you look at the actual tweet. Actually, it's a little tiny kitty cat. It loves you so much.
And it's probably going to vaporize completely.
You're not even gonna know it happened. It's
probably gonna be so lit.
Who is this news
Thank
source?
you, iHeart. For
iHeart. You're horrible.
Yeah.
More like I hate.
I hate.
No, but a funny thing to me is for all the people at home, I'm going to stand up real quick.
Wait, why?
why?
The can't. I can't. What are you? You're standing.
Okay, so
Okay.
this is just about the width of the asteroid. Me standing up
So your height is the width
is
of the
just
asteroid.
about I'm 2 inches
Diameter.
shorter than the width of the asteroid.
Okay. Why? Why is that good?
Because that's tiny.
Yeah.
Imagine me.
You're a pretty large human.
No, I'm a large human being.
but that'd burn up
but
in
I'm
the
a
atmosphere.
small asteroid.
but you wouldn't make it through the atmosphere.
Yeah, I've got a small
Yeah.
asteroid.
I mean, you had you had bigger
asteroid.
space junk kids than that come through and not make it.
Dad's just confused. He says NASA hired someone just to tweet. Yeah, that's what that is. You have to hire people to tweet for you.
All of the NASA engineers, their sole job description now is tweeting.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
An entire NASA workforce of just tweets.
It's like
You imagine how smart we would get?
Yeah, remember when Kennedy was
Smart
like,
we would
"We
get.
will make it to the moon," and then we did it, and now they're just like,
Done. Donezo. You're welcome. We'll be here all week.
That's why they're hiring Elon to do everything from now.
That's right. Elon's like, I'm going to go to Mars. And they're like, okay, go ahead.
it's like, wait a minute,
We already
you're
went to-
smart and have ambition.
There's something wrong with you. But hey, you know what? At least now that we know we're going to be alive, we can experience an electric delivery van from Amazon Prime.
Well, that's good.
Is that from Elon Musk?
So this is from Rivian. So it's a partnership with Rivian where Amazon debuts its first fully electric delivery vehicle. You know, I am really impressed with us right now. We have no direct COVID stories and no direct election stories. You know
Dude.
what? I'm giving us a round
Hey,
of
did you
applause.
see the fly on Mike Pence's head?
I'm not even going to talk about it because it's so dumb. Amazon debuts its first electric delivery van. Now, this is Rivian. Rivian is they were making an electric truck.
Yeah, it's
that
right
was
here.
in competition with Tesla.
Whoa,
But
it
it's
looks
super cool,
awesome.
right? All right, here, let's go to let's just Google it up. Google it up, the Rivian truck. Oh, it's not going to let me do it.
That's
Why don't
good
we-
they're doing this since Newsom's like outlawing.
Well, and yeah,
gas
so
vehicles.
it's
Here, I'll turn
everything's
my- I'll
carbon
turn
emission
my computer
neutral or whatever.
Here's
yeah,
a
so
beautiful camping
there's
image of this truck, and then if we look here, look at those,
yeah,
man.
they're
Those are
legit
mean
looking, right?
I like them.
I think they're good looking trucks.
I like them.
Now, I don't know the comparison as far as performance
Look at
when
these
you
guys,
when you
hard at
compare them
They
to
look better than the Tesla truck.
Right.
they look more like a truck.
Cybertruck.
They look like a truck. The Cybertruck looks like a space truck.
I'm gonna pre-order one.
man.
You should pre-order one. So, oh dear.
Electric.
So Amazon debuts first fully electric vehicle. Now, here's the thing I think about electric vehicles delivering our stuff is if it dies with no charging station and I don't get my order,
And my HelloFresh is not on my
there'll
doorstep.
be hell to pay. But I mean, so now
And
you have
don't
to have
get your popcorn machine that you get off
That's
eBay
right.
for
$230.
$229.99.
Yeah. So electric vans.
Is
so
that one of the hot
everything's-
popcorn machines or?
Yeah,
No,
well,
that's a desktop popcorn machine.
that's one of the ones that was
16 ounces?
legitimate.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
That one is
If it was a hot
more
one, it'd be
expensive.
159, right?
Yeah, it'd be 25.
That one's more expensive. The desktop one is more expensive than the one you have.
Well, then they just
have a
need.
No,
to
you just got a deal.
Get the bigger one.
You just got
get the
you
bigger
got
one,
a
guys.
deal.
So electric vehicles are awesome when they're Teslas. I have a plug-in Prius that's a plug-in hybrid, and it's cool. Not very powerful at all. I've seen people drive those Teslas around and whip your head back. When you go to vans and they're loaded down with all these Amazon deliveries. Now I don't know how big these vans are. Do we have a picture? Look at this. So it's that's a
van.
that's a
That's a
good
van.
sized van.
That's a Traverse.
I mean, that's got to be some beefy power there to get that. There's a vehicle. Let's watch the video. Let's see what the video tells us.
I hope it's just death metal in the background.
It's going to be an ad. Oh no, it's not. The whole thing's an ad. Look at that.
Not death metal.
Amazon order of 100,000 electric delivery vehicles has the power to save millions of metric tons on the road to net zero carbons by 2040.
To help the environment.
Electric vehicles coming into the fleet, sign me up.
Safety to me as a driver is definitely important.
Cameras all around.
Whoa.
Oh, they see everything.
The latest electronics.
Okay, is this self-driving?
No, those are the drivers. Those are the drivers talking about the vehicle they're going to
That
drive.
checks out. And what are the, what's the use of all the cameras then?
So that they can know everything
Yeah, so
they're
it's like one
driving
step
doing.
closer to being
Street
sentient.
safety.
If you watch The Social Dilemma, you'll know exactly why there's so many cameras in that car.
They're building databases for
They are
everything.
databasing the heck out of us.
1984 just came a few years later than predicted.
Yep, absolutely.
A few.
So the
36.
Amazon electric
In a
vehicle,
meaningful way by introducing these vehicles and putting them on the road.
I feel like
and
I'm
this is
sitting in the
supposed to be like
future.
this big, huge thing.
Yeah, that's the thing that I'm a little interested about. Is like I expect this. Like I expect this from Amazon.
Yeah. I'm just surprised it's not built by Tesla. That's all I'm saying is the Amazon Tesla partnership would have been epic.
That
Can you
would be
imagine
cool.
the Amazon Tesla conversation?
Problem is still
Yeah,
how is it right now today still carbon neutral because it takes a lot of carbon to create the electricity to
Right.
Exactly. And that's the thing that they're talking about. It's carbon neutral and all these numbers that they're trying to get to.
If
It's like
you only look at from when the car is being driven, then
but,
yeah, the electric
but the
car is gonna win
manufacturing,
out.
the amount of
Exactly.
carbon to manufacture those fuel cells and
Right.
stuff is just horrendous.
It's the same. You're not saving anything.
that's why they say net zero because they're supposed to be making up for it with
Yeah.
just get some technology that fixes the environment.
So wait a minute. This whole thing is a double negative. It's just canceling each other out.
well, that's why they
much.
say carbon neutral because they're saying, hey, we have to do carbon to make the stuff, but because the stuff we make is non-carbon, it cancels each other out. So it's carbon neutral.
The world is
That's if
already
you
going to
drive
end
it for
in
enough
7
time.
years.
Yeah.
Let's
You have
look
to
at what
drive it
the-
long enough.
No, the asteroid is coming. Remember, we just saw from NASA.
It's as big as me, man. It's
I
as
know.
big as
It's
me.
disappointing.
That means it's gonna be like a bullet to the earth.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Okay, but
through
honestly,
the earth.
if I did,
Yes.
okay, this is gonna sound really morbid, and I don't mean it that way. But you know how if you drop like, you know how if you drop a penny off the Empire State Building,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
they say it'll just go right through somebody.
Yes, absolutely.
If I jumped off the Empire State Building and I landed on somebody, could you imagine the damage that would do?
Yeah.
no, I don't want to imagine
Human
that.
pudding.
No, I know that's what happens. Yes, human pudding.
We'd be
Dean,
served at a soup kitchen.
Dean says a few things. Dean talks about the cameras. It's for safety. That's what they tell you, but it's actually so they can track everybody.
But why is it? Why would you need like 18 cameras or 13 cameras, like the really like creepy psych thriller?
No
why would
blind
you need
spots.
that many cameras?
well, it's for like all the cameras on the outside of cars now to see all the way around. It's probably going towards self-driving. I think that your comment earlier makes sense. It's
think
also
so.
to track everything. They're wanting to track everything. If
could
you
also-
watch The Social Dilemma, you'll understand what I'm talking about. They're out to get you. They're going to get you.
Well, they could
Sorry.
also sell all that data to Google Maps.
Yep. Oh, that's true. They can run around and do all the Street View stuff from the Amazon.
But you look
that's
at it.
true.
Oh, but no, Amazon and Google in bed together? That's awful.
You didn't. That's already happening, probably.
Yeah, but you look at it. Amazon controls so much with all of their online services now, and they've got so much information from third parties now that they control. You start adding this into it. It's a big thing in the future.
I mean, I'm telling you that the whole database system that's set up with like there's a Jake database. There's a Todd database.
I honestly feel like I'm probably on some kind of watch list. I genuinely believe,
but that's only because of this show.
No, well, not really, but it's also just. I mean, yes,
yeah,
but it's also
really.
like
the things you say on here, they're tracked by the FBI.
It's mostly because of what I look up.
Like so
the
then
stuff that I
but
look
it's this
up.
IP, so they're going to surround the building one day when Dad's up front with the client.
Yeah,
and I'm gone somewhere.
Like, yo, and it's like you're being audited, and it's like that's what.
No, wait, that's what I do.
I know. Yeah, that's the point.
And
that was the bit.
And
Todd.
I know. Yes, I get it.
Comedy homicide. Right there.
Comedy. If we just killed that, we killed it so bad. But you know what? If you're worried about electric vehicles and cameras everywhere, you can feel better than the people that are in Ireland, because in Ireland, Subway sandwich bread is now not legally bread because it has too much sugar. So there's a court rules in a tax dispute that sandwich bread from Subway is not legally bread. Then what is legally bread? It's literally bread. And they're saying it's not legally bread.
No, this is the much anticipated sequel to Legally Blonde. Not legally bread.
Not legally bread. Yes, I think and they need to put like a pink dress on it and little heels so the bread loaf can walk around
and
Ireland.
That's how you know it's legally bread.
And it walks into a pub and asks for a pint.
Yeah,
and they're like, you're not legal
bread.
You're not legal bread. Get out of there.
Wow, you're surprisingly good at that.
I'm practicing Irish.
Practicing Irish,
yeah. I'm practicing Irish.
Yes.
I like to be a leprechaun every once in a while.
With it?
I like to play little tricks on my boys and pretend I'm a little leprechaun.
You're playing tricks on your boys?
Yeah, don't you play tricks on your boys?
No, I don't really.
I play no tricks on no boys.
Oh, come on.
There will be no boys that I trick.
Okay. So this is real. This is real. They chose to take this to court because of a tax ruling in the way they do tax, because it's not Irish soda bread, evidently. I'm guessing it's a national.
Ooh, Irish soda bread.
I love me some Irish soda bread.
Is good stuff.
So the ruling came in a tax dispute brought by Bookfinders Ltd, an Irish Subway franchise, which argued that some of its takeaway product, including teas, coffees, and heated sandwiches, were not liable for value-added tax. Now, this is a whole situation that we don't have to deal with here in America because we don't have VAT. We don't have VAT, value-added tax. Yet. Well, okay. He's going to repeal the whole tax.
So basically,
no, it's just another way to add more taxes.
Yeah,
it's the Biden deal.
They don't want it to be legally bread because they can get taxed less on it.
Correct. Because their takeaway, if it's not bread, I guess, then they don't get the extra tax on it, which means their customers will be.
It's like you don't pay for sales tax on food here. It's considered an essential.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but
I like that about us.
But that's a thing. So there are crazier things happening in the world than are happening around us, because in Ireland, Subway bread is not legally bread, and it's literally the most
But is Subway
bread
really
I've
food
ever.
anyways?
Of course it is.
Is there a difference? Is there a
bread.
difference between the Subway bread here and the Subway bread there?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think it can't, because franchise-wise it can't. Like, it has to be the same.
So then what I'm saying is you guys have had Subway before, right?
Of course.
It's not like a reoccurring thing.
No.
But
but if
once
we
in a
wure
while.
sponsored by Subway, I would make it a reoccurring thing.
We don't want to
absolutely,
be
right?
in the same camp as Jared. Like, we don't want to
No, No, we're better than Jared.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have that.
I would
we
like
wouldn't
to hope so, because I'm not playing any tricks on any boys.
And there it is.
Well, until they become gluten-free, nope.
Well, okay,
the boys or the bread?
Bread. Come on. Where have you been lately?
I don't trick any boys unless they are gluten-free.
I don't like where this is going.
No, we probably should end this line of
I want to know is you guys know how? Okay,
Yeah.
this is something that I have seriously had problems with since I was a youth, since I was a boy.
I don't know where
And-
this is going.
He has problems with boys?
No, I just think that a boy and a man should not be friends.
So
what if
so what do I tell Travis?
like a father?
You're his father.
No,
We can't be friends?
You're
I'm
his
his
uncle.
uncle.
That's
Like-
different. Okay.
So friends.
Come on.
Okay.
Friends versus
Okay,
family.
so what do I
Friends
tell?
versus I will shake.
So what do
I
I tell
will shake
Travis?
his hand. I will shake his hand and say, "I am your uncle." I will hug him and I will say, "I am your uncle." The moment I'm like, "I'm your friend," it is game over for everyone.
I think that's probably.
I know what you're getting at.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
so literally, my bread statement has nothing to do with boys.
Good.
That's
you know
good.
how
I think that's a good place to start.
Right. The only
That's a
thing,
good place to start.
Just since I was a
Just
boy,
since you were a boy,
we would
once
have,
I was a wooden boy.
Right. We would have. Yeah. We would have. I will play a trick on a wooden boy.
It's not a real boy.
No, not a real boy.
It wants to be a real boy so badly. Wants to be a real boy.
Upon a star.
Yeah.
And a cricket rubs its legs together, but doesn't make a sound.
His
And he
nose is
becomes
getting
a
longer.
real boy.
When cricket
Jake's
rub
nose
his
is getting
wings
longer,
together,
right?
it
nose
makes.
is-
My nose. That's just acne, Steve.
What? Get to the end of your bread story.
You know how when you go to Subway and you smell it and you're like, oh, it's so good. And then you eat it and you're like, oh, it's so good. But then like 30 minutes later, there is a stale, stinky, non-bread smell that just sticks to everything that Subway has touched.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, next time you guys have Subway, next time you're so unfortunate that you have to go to a Subway, get a normal bread, get a normal bread that you like.
Yeah.
Eat it and then smell your hands 20 minutes later. It
That's
feels
what they
like
make soap and water
stale.
for.
So yeah, do you not wash your hands, Jake? So, but okay,
I'm attacked. I'm being attacked.
Is the same thing true for Jimmy John's bread?
No,
or
absolutely
Jersey Mike's
not.
bread?
No, absolutely not.
Or Togo's?
No, it is
It's
solely
Subway bread.
Subway.
Have
It
you
is
had
something
Ike's
about Subway.
bread- Ike's Dutch Crunch bread. That's good stuff.
Dutch Crunch.
Who's Ike?
Ike's sandwiches.
Other than the president from the 50s.
Yeah, no, it's Ike. I don't know. It's good.
I really liked that their buttons.
Where
say,
is there-
"I like
where is
dick,
there
I
Ike?
like Ike."
There's one in Irvine. I think there's one near us too, somewhere.
So Dean has a good question in the
they're good.
chat. Dean, I think this is a really important question, and it goes back to our very first story. So thank you for bringing this up, Dean. If bread has too much sugar, is it considered candy? And should it be given out at Halloween?
It's considered a pastry.
Right? I think.
pastry.
Then it's a
It is
pastry. It's a
pastry.
donut. That's even better.
Children, here's a Wonder Bread slice.
Hey, yeah, I got
They're not ducks, they're boys.
There's
So,
too much boys talk this episode.
Is it going to be
Treaters.
cops' food? Is going to be Subway in the future?
Oh, no, cops are going to have to go get
Nope.
Subway instead of donuts. I don't think so.
Cops are keen on baby shark meat.
Oh, yeah, no, what? I think that's probably true.
Hey, you see what I'm on right
yeah,
now?
I see what you're doing. I see what
what
you're
I'm on
doing.
right
I
now?
see what you're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I see
good.
what you're doing. I do. I appreciate
Is it a
what you're
segue?
doing.
It's a segue.
It's a segue,
It's a
but you
segue.
know what? It's
Paul
funny the way that segues work, right? The
Sometimes
way
they
that
do, sometimes they don't.
Sometimes they don't work. Sometimes they just. Sometimes sometimes it's like it's lurking.
Oh, I hate you.
Like in the background, and it's like you're not really sure, like if a transition.
I hate you.
Or what's happening? What's happening?
My favorite song's coming up.
Has this always been in a minor key? Oh, never mind.
This kind of reminds me of that hamster song that was all the rage in that early.
Mommy shark do 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 do. Mommy shark do 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 do. Mommy shark do 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 do.
Come on, Jake. It's fun.
Come on, get up.
Grandma shark do 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 do. Grandma shark do do
All right.
do do do. Grandma shark
I mean, okay.
do 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 do. Grandma shark.
Once you just give in, you give in and just feel the flow. It's just Grandpa Shark.
Wait, it's
Grandpa
hitting.
Shark.
It's happening.
So Dean's been replaced by Baby Shark.
Yes, Gene's been replaced by Baby Shark.
Oh, key change.
That's a key change. Oh man, you know
Everybody
what?
in this room. Am I the only one sweating?
All right, so
That just makes you want to wear a big fuzzy costume and like hug people. I don't
be a
I don't know
furry.
why.
So okay, so
As long as it's not
but I guess-
boys.
I've
long
He was a furry. Oh my gosh.
And he hugs boys. No.
So I play that song. I play that song not only because it is Steve's favorite song, but also,
Is it actually?
also, yeah, it really is. That's his favorite song. He's like, I really want to play this song. It's like, I'm good. That's good because I have a story about it.
Is
because
Steve a real boy?
Steve is he is a real boy. He's not a wooden boy because it has now been deemed a form of torture to play Baby Shark on repeat officially.
Wow.
So this is really great.
This is honestly a hilarious story.
So 2 former detention officers at an Oklahoma jail have been accused. Former. They're not there anymore.
They got fired.
Has been accused of subjecting inmates to inhumane punishment by forcing them to listen to the song Baby Shark on repeat.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? This isn't an interrogation tactic.
Right.
This isn't them
It's
trying
like
to
the
get
drip
something
thing,
out
the
of you.
Chinese drip
No,
torture.
not even that. It's not even that. You have already been convicted of the crime. You have already been sentenced to prison.
But there's punishment in prison.
I understand that, but just send them into the wrong corner. Like that you put baby boy in the wrong corner of the prison.
You put baby boy in the wrong corner.
And that is baby boy's punishment, right?
Yeah.
You take him into a room and you pipe this into it like it is some form of psychological gas chamber.
I like it. I think it's a fantastic idea.
Oh man, could you
I never
imagine?
want to commit a crime ever.
I know, me
that's
too.
what I'm
I mean,
saying.
this is great.
That's what I'm saying. And these are Oklahoma City cops. So you know one of them's name is like Pat and the other one's name is like Schmear.
And you think one of them's name was Johnny?
Johnny Boy?
No, Johnny Hicks.
Johnny
Oh.
We have a friend
Named Johnny Hicks.
Johnny
who's
Hicks is a cop in
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Hey, Johnny, if this is you, let us know because that's
could you-
amazing.
but
He's
I
not
just-
a prison guy.
I
though.
want to know where it's like, well, Alfonso beat up the little white kid again. So we got to do something to get him to stop doing it. What do you think we should
You
do?
boys don't cut it out. I'm going to turn on Baby Shark.
We'll be good.
We're sorry. We're sorry,
We'll
Mr.
be
Man.
good, I
We're
swear.
sorry. We're sorry.
We'll be good, I swear. Okay, you're right. I did kill my
I'm
wife.
gonna do
I
it.
did kill my
I'm
wife.
gonna do it.
No, don't, please.
I'm gonna do it.
I swear to you.
You better be good.
I won't kill anybody else.
I'll start from Grandma Shark.
Don't you do it. There's the worst place to start in the whole song.
So they literally got fired because they were doing.
Dude, that's literally the first line in the article is Baby Shark. Don't.
So there should be a prison shark song, right? There should be a prison shark.
They walked me down.
Prison shark.
They walked me down a dark tunnel.
This is the
didn't
real
know.
end to the Green Mile, kids.
I didn't know where I was going. And they took me into a room that I believe was filled with nurses' equipment. And they sat me down under the bright lights. And I heard a faint noise in the distance. And it started rising and pulsing. It started in a minor key. And the next thing I knew, ocean sounds. Lapping waves. Lapping waves. Oh no, I never should have killed my lovely Sharon. Oh, then a dubstep beat starts to play, and oh no, what is this now? It's a major key. And now, oh my God, I'm on land. This shouldn't be happening because I'm on the land. Why are there sharks on the land? There ain't no NATOs. There ain't no NATOs picking up sharks and throwing them at me. Why are sharks singing? They're not even mammals with vocal cords.
They're land sharks. That's how they get you. They're land sharks.
I don't have one. I got one provided for me.
And
that's why I'm in here.
Yeah, so that was that. You know what? I think that is a creative way to do law enforcement.
I've never
and I think we need they're talking about prison reform. I think this is a great way to reform prison.
And if they do it really bad, they'll be escorted from this room into a dark room. And all you hear is, what does the fox say?
That would be even like it's a loop between those two.
I'd be into that.
Right.
Put me in the sensory deprivation
What does a fox
tank
say?
and just have that song going all the time. I become the fox.
Oh man.
And I could tell you what I say.
That's right.
What is it that you say?
Have you ever studied the mystery of life and love and happiness and how all of it correlates together in one beautiful dance?
But
I have been many places, but I have never smelled a sunset like this.
I was going to say, but this whole thing's not any worse than one of my first jobs I had.
Which was?
Working at Small World.
Shark Wrangler.
Oh, Small World on repeat, I think would be rough.
Nothing
8-hour shift in front of that?
No, nothing but boys.
Nothing but boys.
We need it.
Mechanical boys.
I think they might have a problem. Do you have a headache?
Yeah.
Do you have a headache?
His hat is
your
really
head
tight.
Well, I'm concerned. I'm concerned that you have. Well, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at.
Yeah. Why?
Sure
why
enough,
do you wear it?
Because it's stylish.
Because it's all for the look.
It's a
Chris.
fitted
Oh, I love fitted hats.
cap.
And you know what?
It's just not fitted for his head.
No, it's fitted for someone else's head. So
I'm a giant.
Travis's
but
hat?
if you have a headache, we might have a problem.
Oh.
Because headaches these days, I mean, it's
That's a sign
2020.
of-
It's
that's a sign of
2020.
COVID.
It makes sense that it might be something other than just a headache. And in A Woman with Headaches, doctors found a tapeworm in her brain.
They found tapeworms.
In her brain.
How did a tapeworm get into her brain?
They have no idea.
Because she sniffed it.
What?
I don't know. I'm assuming that would be like.
Is that the hottest drug in
All right,
Australia?
We got a fresh plate of tapeworms. Are you ready to get
Is
nuts?
that how you think
You ready to get
Australians speak?
crazy? No, not Australians.
They forgot
That's
to
where
tell,
this happened.
But it might not have happened in Australia. Maybe
They
it
forgot to
happened
tell her
in
to
America.
dry it up and powder it before you sniff it.
They
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they
yeah.
sell
You ever Hoover
tapeworms.
Why?
They sell tapeworms so that you can go on a diet. Have you not heard of that?
Oh,
In
tapeworm diet's
Mexico,
huge.
they buy them. It's like a pill, and you drink it, and then it becomes a tapeworm in your intestines, and
But
you
then-
lose a bunch of weight,
But then you have a tapeworm.
and you probably die.
Oh, you should try
That's
this.
one way to lose
Come
weight.
step right
That
on
is definitely one way to lose weight. There's
but
lots
don't
of
they
ways
start
to
eating
lose
all your
weight.
food instead of you, and so then you starve to death.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then they say, oh, they died of a tapeworm.
Well, you should
And
come
that's
meet
what
my new drug dealer. His name's Duke. And then you walk up and he's like, sup. And you're just like, I feel bad about this already. But we're going to give it a go anyway. Let's hoover some sneef. And then you end up doing this whatever. And it turns out,
It turns out you get a tapeworm
Wait, so
in your
she
head.
died.
no,
So-
she's totally fine.
No,
So what does it eat? Or does it
So,
just food for thought?
hold on. So, Chris, that was phenomenal.
Hey, I
you know
try
what? Yeah, that's
sometimes.
great. So her symptoms recently worsened.
Whoa,
And
lot of
after a
red.
week-long, after a week-long headache, she sought medical attention.
like you do.
The doctors performed an MRI scan and discovered a lesion in her brain and thought it was a tumor.
Like you do.
When they went to operate, they found the lesion was actually tapeworm eggs.
Like you. Wait a
and
second.
removed them. The tapeworm was setting up shop in her brain.
Now,
Ow!
can we go back to the story about what our favorite candies are?
It's not gummy worms.
Of all the things I remember from freshman year biology, it was the
Hold on.
worm stuff that was freaked
You
me
couldn't
out. I can
couldn't
still
hang.
remember all of them. The guinea worm, the
I mean,
other like
dissecting the earthworm and all that.
no,
Name
it's all the different worms.
Top
are out
5
there.
worst worms. Ready, go.
Dude,
All of them.
Well, the guinea
Tape.
worm is gross. Tapeworms.
Tape.
Right. The guinea worm is the one that
Earth.
goes into your abdomen.
Earth.
And then you have to like pull it out slowly.
Oh,
Otherwise-
Guinea.
It's another guinea. It's
What are
another
the ones that it's not elephantiasis, but like it does the same thing. It swells up your legs. and
Don't
stuff,
even
and you
talk
cut
about
open,
it.
And
Don't
a bunch
even
of worms come out.
Don't even talk
I
Those are
think
gross.
I
Don't
think
talk about it.
those are mealworms.
Ringworm.
Oh,
Ringworm. But is that actually
That's not
truly
a
a
worm.
worm?
That's
That's
just a
not
rash.
really.
It's a bacteria.
Yeah, it's another. But so the moral
Hey,
of the
that's for-
story. Hey, the moral of the story, guys, just don't sniff tapeworms. It's
Right.
just not a good
Just
idea.
don't snip tape.
But
Or worms.
I want to know.
Or
glue.
I wanna know if
don't
this-
sniff anything. Just
if
don't
this has,
sniff stuff.
If this has a correlation to, because I don't know, I think I get like, it doesn't happen chronically like this, but I get really, really bad migraines to where like I go blind, like I can't see, and that's what they said she was having.
Maybe it's
But
dairy.
also, she's a barista.
Oh, that's right. She's a barista. She is a barista. Maybe it's a combination.
Wait, she's a barista in Australia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they have
So
coffee there.
she's a
They do.
barista.
She's not a Starbucks barista, though, is she?
I don't. Do they have Starbucks in Australia?
Everywhere.
So
Australian.
the
Starbucks.
physicians detailed her case in the American Journal of Tropical Medicine and
tapeworms.
Hygiene and said it was the first locally acquired case of tapeworms in Australia. They don't even have tapeworms in Australia. And now they do.
There's no local tapeworms. Actually, Starbucks closed 60 shops in Australia, leaving just 22 total.
Now, is that because of COVID?
I don't know.
Well, because of what COVID has done to business around the world.
Yeah, I think for sure.
I don't know if this is recent. When was this?
Either way, whether she works at Starbucks or she works at some other Australian coffee place.
Could have been Aussies.
She probably doesn't work there anymore. The Ruse Brew.
Yep.
There was an Australia coffee place in downtown Orange, I think.
Aussie Bean.
Aussie Bean. That's right. Aussie Bean.
Oh yeah, that place is good.
Nope, never been.
Aussie Bean.
We should just go on a coffee tour.
You know what? We should go on a field trip, guys.
Ironically enough, I can't drink that much coffee.
Not one day, just have a nice cup of Joe at a different
over
place.
Several days.
Yeah, or
boys being boys.
Or just hey, wooden boys. Wooden boys being wooden boys.
I'm a bone boy.
That sounds weird.
Oh, that sounds.
Yeah, no, that sounds awful.
That's not.
I take all of it back.
All of the things that Jake says, he takes them all back.
Yeah, just stay away from boys.
You know, in general.
Yeah, well,
I mean, you have to raise boys as men, so like that is something you have
boys,
to do.
Boys to men.
Boys to men. That's right.
We make coffee.
Sounds like
you know what, guys? Hey,
on this show.
You know what? We made it.
We did.
We made it to the end. You 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 made it to the end.
We should give awards.
You made it to the end.
I made it to the end. And you know what? We didn't even have to listen to Baby Shark that many times.
Nope.
We literally only.
Butt is damp.
So Heather says Small World on repeat. No thanks. I agree. I think Small World on repeat would be.
But
Baby Shark, Baby Shark
for me over and over again. That's a good one.
Yo ho, yo ho,
yo ho, yo.
I'm with it. What about Big World?
Small wooden boys.
No. Big World, Small World on repeat? No thanks. Big World played once.
Hey, Dean wants to apologize. Dean says, "Hey Jake, I'm sorry."
You know what?
Sorry.
Dean? I'm sorry. You can have your own opinion. I'll just hate it.
Wait, he owes me an apology for that sign he knocked down.
No, you know what? It's
me.
Dean does. So, but Dean.
You got a lot of apologies to make tonight, my friend.
All right, guys, it's been Trending Stories taking over. We'll be back next week, I think. I mean, I guess.
Not.
In general.
If there's no meteors.
Sure.
If that's right, if the meteor doesn't hit.
Asteroids.
But we've got time. We've got time
but there's other ones we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna wait for it. I'm gonna be like, pick me!
Don't forget your catcher's glove.
I'll catch it.
All right, guys. We will see you later. Make sure to subscribe on all the places, TSTOshow.com. Download the audio version that's a little bit behind, but it'll be there soon. And we will see you next time. Peace out. That's gross. Why would you do that?
I did two really good ones.
That was really good. Why would you do that?
Pretty good. Yeah. I mean, but why?
I mean,
end of the show.
Why
end of my
not?
ropes. End of my ropes. I got nothing else, guys. Good night.